Here's 250. See how the chestiness kind of drops out?
Keep singing.
Yep.
Write them, you can read them, love them.
So say she was sounding a little too tinny, so keep singing. Let's drop.
Hear them. Do do do.
Oh, okay. What
So,
is it? Which one is that?
That was 2.5K.
2.5.
Yep.
And 250.
And yep, that's essentially what I pulled out. And usually with doing stuff like this, I would keep those pulled out. In fact, I might, if you would mind, if I just probably set these a little bit, kind of to where I would keep it personally. So we'll just kind of do that. Why don't you sing a little bit?
Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
My first impression is that sounds pretty nice for a
Sounds
vocal.
natural, doesn't it?
So,
Yeah.
and so I'll show you this high pass. Keep singing, and I'll show you.
Oh, do 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 do.
Do you hear that in the?
Do do do.
So that's all the way up to 1,000 hertz.
Do do do.
That's 100 hertz.
Want me to keep singing?
So you want still some of that chesty, that kind of fullness
Rich,
in the sound. So that's why I say keep it 100, because anything above that's going to get rid of that fullness.
Okay.
So let's just hear. Can I see the mic real quick? There's just a little bit. So if you hear like a lot of the mic noise,
Yeah.
I'm going to just pull down around 185. It's not as so like boomy or bassy.
Okay.
So,
So if we had somebody that
there you go.
tapped their foot and that got,
Yeah,
you know,
or just
sometimes-
kind of move
yeah.
the mic around.
so that was gain.
Yep, I put that at 185.
So if you go higher, what is like on the frequency? What would that do to it?
It will just boost that boominess.
Oh, it would boost.
Yep.
Okay.
So right now, 0 is the kind of the middle ground. Right now I'm lowering it, going above, raises it.
Okay.
Generally with EQ, especially on vocals, you never have to boost an EQ.
Yeah.
That's just going to get you in trouble. Just take away, try and get rid of the stuff that doesn't sound good.
And what about with the frequency? Like, do you always just want to keep that at that level, or just like higher?
You can set it wherever it's going to be bad. The best way for people that don't know exactly what frequency they're looking for, pull down a little bit, and then just kind of go through it until all of a sudden you hear, oh, that sounds better. Well, maybe we'll try the one next to it. That one sounds worse. Go back to that one. That one sounds better. Oh, that one sounds worse. Then you found it. So, does that make sense? Basically, this board is really user-friendly. It just gets a little confusing, and you kind of have to know what you're doing. So that's why I want to give you kind of a brief little thing on it.
Could we get each person on their own mic and then take turns? Like maybe Justin, you try it once with his help. You're
Okay.
probably already really good at this. But then Isaiah and each of us get a chance to do elbow time with you on
Yeah.
somebody's mic. Can we do
Yep,
that?
definitely.
Okay, so we've got Hannah set right now, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Turn her down just a little
So Hannah, you come here then, and you be the first person to learn with him. All right. Who's mic 2?
Me.
All right, Isaiah.
Put your mic on Isaiah.
Get closer to this.
Okay. So now Dustin is going to be your pilot. You're the co-pilot.
So I take this on mute, right?
You can mute that one for now, or you can just leave it where it is.
Okay.
Actually, since you set it down, let's mute that just so there's no other noise.
And then Isaiah is singing.
Don't be so scared.
Yep.
Hannah. Get with it. Just
So
feel it all up.
There's one thing you didn't do right away.
oh shoot.
You have to select the channel.
Oh. Okay.
And I'm going to take all these off just so we have a blank slate to start. Okay. So let's have him sing. Oh, we got to adjust the gain first. No, it's all right. It's all right. We're going to go up here
Okay.
and turn the gain until you start seeing his level, his meter pop up on the screen. It'll be right over there. Yep. Keep going.
Keep singing, Isaiah.
That's good. Yeah. Well, let's bring him up on the fader and see what he sounds like.
This is a fader, right?
There we go. Okay. Well, let's start going from left to right now. So, what did I say to set the high pass?
Oh gosh, 100?
Yeah, so why don't you throw it there? Perfect. Okay. Let's just not worry about the gates with compressors. They're not on, so we'll skip that.
Okay.
Let's go to the EQ section. So what do you need to do with the EQs?
You need a pick one? No, I don't.
We need to turn them on
Well,
first. There you go.
On.
Yep. Okay. Start singing. Keep. Okay. How does that sound to you?
Tinny.
Okay.
Kind of sounds, yeah.
Well, let's look at where the EQ is already set.
Yep.
This is boosted a bunch. That's a high mid. The high is boosted. Why don't we flatten that? So just bring those down to 0. Nope.
Oh.
There you go. Perfect.
This one too?
Well, let's see how he sounds now. Still kind of a little woofy. Why don't we try bring this one up, the frequency to say 465.
Is that the low mid?
Yes.
So do you
Okay.
want to adjust that when you, low mid is the tinniness one? Is that one?
Well, to me, what I'm hearing right now is when
Once
he's
you went
singing,
back
I
to
hear a
zero,
lot
that
of
took a lot of it out.
woofy. So why don't you? Yeah. I hear the I'm hearing more of that than anything else. So, and actually, let's go to the lows. Why don't we try going up to 185? Okay, now bring that down just a few notches.
This one again?
The gain, I'm sorry.
This one. Okay.
Yep. Okay, try that. It's getting better. So, bring this one down one more notch, and now kind of just lightly go up and down, see until we hear it get better. Oh, why don't you go back up? That sounds a lot better to me. So we can just leave it at that.
Okay.
So.
My turn.
Good job, Hannah.